Hello all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll discuss about Oracle GL cross-validation rules and security rules. So what are cross-validation rules? Cross-validation rules control the combinations of values a user can create when he enters the values for a key flex field. So that is basically it restricts a user from entering a invalid account code combination. So there are a couple of prerequisites for enabling the or for creating of the cross validation rule. The first thing is you need to ensure that the checkbox cross validate segment checkbox should be checked when you are defining your chart of account structure. If you do not check the checkbox, system will not allow or like system will not enforce the cross validation rules whatever has been created. Cross validation rules are chart of account specific, so they apply across all modules and then across all responsibilities. And the main important thing is the cross validation rules apply only for new account code combination. They do not work on existing or already created account code combination. So I'll try to explain about the cross validation rule with an example, and then we'll get into the security rules. So take an example. This is my business requirement department. There's a department say 001, and this should be used only with a cash account 1110. It cannot be used with any other flex field segment. So let us assume that this is my business requirement. I can use this particular department only with this particular cash account. I cannot use this with any other flex field segment values. Now let us see how we can create a cross validation rule to enforce this restriction. So I am under general ledger vision operations. So the ledger for this particular responsibility is vision operations. So first let me go to the vision operations ledger definition and pick up what exactly is my chart of account structure. Setup, financials, accounting setup manager, accounting setups. So query for your ledger and find out the chart of accounts. The reason being your cross validation rules are created at the chart of accounts. So that's the reason why you need to know what exactly is the chart of accounts for this particular ledger. Vision operations USA. Click on update accounting options, and then click on update against this vision operations USA. And here you can see this is my chart of accounts. Operations accounting flex is my chart of accounts. So as I said, first thing is you should ensure that uh, okay, the cross validate segment checkbox should be checked under your chart of account structure. So let us check if that particular checkbox is checked. Navigate to setup, financials, flex fields, key, segments, your F11 and query for general ledger application with an flex field title of accounting flex fields. Remember that this enable cross validate checkbox needs to be checked for your concerned chart of accounts under the flex field title of accounting flex field. So my chart of account structure is operations accounting flex, and here I can see this cross validate checkbox is already checked. So there could be scenarios wherein like at the time of implementation you have not checked this particular checkbox. So you can at any time after the implementation also you can come back to this particular screen, check this checkbox and compile this. Then system will ensure that all the cross validation rules whatever you have created will be affected for this particular chart of accounts. Okay, so the prerequisite is already fulfilled here, that cross validate segment checkbox is already checked for my chart of accounts. Now we will try to create the cross validation. Navigate to setup, financials, flex fields, key, rules. Again query for your application as general ledger and your structure operating accounting flex, and then do a control F11. So there are a couple of cross validation which others have created. Now I'll try to create a fresh cross validation rule. So click on plus button. Okay. uh, Follow a proper naming convention, so maybe I'll just say this is the cross validation rule which I'll be creating on the department segment. So I'll just say department 001 rule for department 001. And what is the error segment? Department segment. And what is the error message which needs to be displayed when somebody try to select this particular department 001 against any segment other than the cash account? So I'll just say you cannot use this department, or I can say you cannot use the department 001 for non-cash account. Okay, so that's the error message. You can give any error message. Okay, now the rule should be like I want to use department 001 with only cash account. I cannot use it with any other flexible segment value. So okay, so first thing is you need to, when you are creating a rule, you have something called include and exclude. So first do an include. So when you're doing an include, you are including all the combinations except the combination which we do not want. I mean like let me first complete the include rule. So include rule should be include everything. So I want to include from 00 to ZZZ. Again I want to include the departments 00 to ZZZ. Account, again 0 account is 8 segment, so I'll just use 4 5 6 7 8 0 to ZZZ. Sub account from first to last, product from first to last, and then go to exclude. So my requirement is I should be able to use the department 0001 only with the cash accounts. I should not be able to use with any other account. Okay, so what I'll do is exclude all the combinations 0 except the cash account combination. So exclude 002 ZZZ company, department 001. Let me check the correct department which I created. Okay, sorry, my department is 001. Sorry. Okay. So I want to exclude all the departments up to 110 in my first row, 1109. So let me complete this rule and I'll explain. And then 001 account 1111, and then ZZZ. Okay, save this. What I'm trying to do is like I'm including all the combinations here. If you look under exclude, I'm excluding all the combinations up to 1109 account. So as far as the department 001 is concerned, I'm excluding all the companies, all the accounts up to from 00 to 1109, all the sub accounts, all the products. And the next rule is again use all the companies department 001 and exclude from 1111 to ZZZZ. So that is, if you indirectly look at this particular rule, I did not include 11 sorry, 1110 under this exclusion rule. So that means 1110 is the account which can be used against the department 001, and all other accounts cannot be used with 1110. So that's how the rule is created. So I again repeat, like if you look at this particular rule, include everything. So under the inclusion, my 1110 is already included, and I'm excluding all the combinations which I do not want. So under my first exclusion rule, I'm excluding all the companies, sub account, product, and as far as the account is concerned, I'm excluding everything from 0000 to 1109. And then in the second exclusion rule, I'm excluding everything from 1111 to ZZZZ. So indirectly 1110 is included under the cross validation rule. Okay, now try to save this. So this is a specific, so I need not assign it to any kind of responsibility or something like that. So I can now try to create a journal in GL, or I can even go to the subledger and try to create a transaction wherein if I try to use a department 001 against a non-cash account, that is against an account which is not 1110, then I should get an error message, and the error message should be this one: you cannot use the department 001 for non-cash account. So that should be my error message. Okay, now let us see. Navigate to journals, enter new journal. I'll just say test journal, and then I want to enter journal for today's date. Okay, 001, and I will use, say, I do not want to use a cash account. Let's say I'll just use some asset account or 0015 account. See, I get an error message: you cannot use the department 001 for non-cash account. So this is the error message which I have entered when I'm creating my cross validation. I'll try one more account, maybe some other account. I'm getting that error message. Now try to use my desired account, which is 1110, and click on OK. Not authorized to use this account. Why am I getting not authorized to use this account? I think I was testing something and I assigned a security rule. So let me remove the security rule. Let me check if there are any security rules for this. I don't have any security rule. Then why am I getting that error message? Okay, let me switch responsibilities and come back here. Let me switch responsibility to some other responsibility, and then again come back. Okay, now we'll try journals, enter new journal, test journal, and then okay, see. Okay, so I can earlier I was getting that error message because I was testing something on the security rules. Okay, anyways, I'm able to enter an account 1110. If I try to enter any other account, I'm getting that error message: you cannot use the department 001 for the non-cash account. So this is how you create your cross validation rules, and the cross validation rules are chart of account specific. And as I said, like they apply only on the new account code combination. If the account code combination is already created and you try to create a cross validation rule, then it will not work. So now the only option left for them is to manually disable those account code combination if you do not want to use such kind of a account code combination. And the next topic is the security rules. So security rules are created to restrict access to certain flexible segment values. So cross validation rules are kind of a rules which are used to restrict or like to avoid invalid account code combination, whereas security rules are created to restrict access to certain flexible segment values. So there could be a requirement that say a particular cache account should be always be used only by say super user responsibility, that should not be assigned to a say data entry responsibility, so something like that. So security rules are responsibility specific. So that means a particular segment value against which if you create a security rule, uh, maybe take an example of say cache account. You can create a security rule that the cache account can be used only against your super user or say manager responsibility. It cannot be assigned to a data entry responsibility. And the prerequisites are you should ensure that you should enable the security for the segments, and then you should also enable the security for the value set. So I can show you these two screens. You got setup, financials, flex fields, key, segments. So maybe query for your chart of accounts. So take an example. I'm trying to create a security rule and say natural account segment, then click on open. So there is something called security enabled. The first step is you should ensure that security enabled checkbox should be checked against the segment for which you want to create the security rules. So that's the first thing. And also, as far as the value set is concerned, you should select either non-hierarchical or hierarchical security. If you select no security, then you cannot create a security rule against this particular value set. So the difference between non-hierarchical and hierarchical security, if you select hierarchical security, then you can create a security rules on a parent segment. So when you create a security rules on a parent segment, the security rule gets applied even for the child values also. If you do not want to apply security rules for your parent segments, wherein you want to apply security rules only for your child values, then you should select non-hierarchical security. So in the current case, the security type is already selected as non-hierarchical security. So that means we can now create a security rule against this particular value set. So now I'll try to create a security rule. Navigate to setup, say financials, flex fields, key, security, define. Okay, try to give some naming convention. I'll just say invalid account. You can just say not authorized to use this account. Even under security rule, just say include everything from say 00 8 segment. From first to last, include everything and exclude just the account which you do not want to be, which you do not want the user to use. So maybe let us assume like I just want to exclude this account 0015 0015. Okay, now I will try to assign this particular security rule to a particular responsibility. So click on assign. So I just want to assign it to general ledger application, and the responsibility is general ledger vision operations. So whatever the security rule, whatever we have created here, will be available in the drop down invalid account. Now save this. So So that means now when I try to when I try to use general ledger vision operations responsibility and try to access the account 0015, I'll get an error message not authorized to use this particular account. Remember, I'll get that error message only if I'm using general ledger vision operations USA responsibility. If I try to use any other responsibility, then I should be able to access this particular account and I should not be getting any error message. Okay, and irrespective of any company code or any other department or anything, like I'll not be able to see this particular account in the drop down. So as I have created the security rules just now, so maybe just switch responsibilities and then I can come back. So journal, enter new journal, test journal. So here you can see the account is the asset account 0015 is not available in the drop down. So let us assume, like, even though it's not available in the drop down, if I try to manually enter that and click on tab, then you get this error message not authorized to use this account, because this is the error message which we have set in the particular security rule. Now try to access any other responsibility and any other responsibility wherein this operations account is used, you will not get this error message. So now I need to pick up some other responsibility, maybe general ledger, instruction ledger, vision operations. Maybe vision services may have a different value set, because vision services has got a different ledger. Maybe I'll try to use something called general ledger supervisor reliance USD. I know as far as this particular responsibility is concerned, I used Reliance USD Ledger, and for Reliance USD Ledger, the value set under the natural account segment is operations account. And try to create a journal here, pick up some account, department, some department, and here see I can see 0015, and when I try to enter this, I am not getting any error message. Okay, this is okay. There is some. I'm not supposed to use this. Maybe I don't remember exactly. Okay, see I'm not getting any error message when I try to select the account 0015. So this is how you create your security rules and assign it to a responsibility. Thanks for watching my video. For interesting videos on Oracle Financials, please do subscribe to my channel and do not forget to click on the bell button to get the notifications on the latest videos. Thank you.